Alright, in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to make amazing Afrobeat drum bounce, like the type in Rema's music, the type in Burna Boy, CKay, and all those great Afrobeat songs you hear on Spotify or on Apple Music and anywhere in the world. Now, if you are new to FLstudio, you can follow this step by step in order to understand what I'm doing. So I'm going to make it as simple as possible. Now, as you all know, FLstudio is really easy to use, and the first thing you should be looking forward to understanding is the metronome count and then the BPM, which the BPM means beat per minute. I'm going to make a beginner tutorial for those of you that don't know how FLstudio works, so make sure you click on the subscribe button and turn on post notification to see more videos from me. So here I have 100 BPM set. Usually, like once you open your FLstudio, it's going to be around 140. That's the default, and this is FLstudio 21 point something. I don't know what it is, but this is like the recent one. Now, there are two places that you need to pay close attention to in order to get the best out of your Afrobeat bounce, which is the channel rack and the playlist. To switch in between these two, you can press pattern to use this channel rack, and you can press song to use this playlist side. So to create a good Afrobeat bounce, what you need to think about is the reference track. Sometimes if you want to make a beat and you don't have any concept or nothing at all, you can decide to tap your hand like, or you can decide to freestyle it by just looking at something or listening to something on Spotify or on Audiomack, depending on what streaming platform you prefer. So for me, I just start from anywhere. Now, another important part is the pattern section of your FLstudio. For me to start, I'm going to just click on this pattern one and touch this place. You can see here it's already on song. Then I find maybe Afrobeat sample packs, which your sound selection plays a huge role in getting the perfect drum bounce for your songs. Now, to make something out of this, we could easily just use some samples from Splice to just guide us in whatever we're going to make. Now, here in Splice, we are just going to browse under sounds and then look for maybe a guitar loop, an Afrobeat guitar loop, anyone at all. Okay, I like this one. So I'll drag it into my FLstudio. And it's on 102. So we have to take it to 100 since our beat is going to be on 100. Then we fit to tempo by clicking 75 to 100. Okay, so here we have it. So for this, I already hear a bounce in my head. This is something that I can just play with my hand, but this is FLstudio. We're in a digital age, and this is a DAW. So for us to get this bounce, we are going to use our mouths to emulate something like this. So the first step is you think about it in your head, then you start visualizing it with your mouth, which I just did. Then we are going to come look for the kick or the rim, which are two basic elements of Afrobeat. Okay, I like the way this one is sounding. Then we can bring it here, and here we have it. So it's on pattern one. We can now we can either turn on this one and play it on our keyboard, or we can play it manually on our piano roll. Okay, so don't forget to play it on C5, which is like the natural key. Okay, so there's something I do also, which is a cheat code. I increase the velocity here so it can be loud enough. Okay, now we already have a bounce here. So we need to duplicate it into the fourth side of this so we can get a complete bounce. Okay. If you don't want to do all that stress, you can easily just hold Command if you use a MacBook, or Control, mark everything, then Command C or Control C, then paste it on the other side, which makes it 1, 2, 3, 4. Then now this is it. We have a complete circle. So sometimes I double it. I find another rim. Okay, I like this one. Then I come here, copy, and I paste. So it's as easy as that. Okay, I like how that is sounding. So this is an Afro swing, and it's easy to make. You don't need too much. All we need here is the kick, the rim, and some hi-hats, and we are good to go. So we can just come here and find a good kick. Yeah, this is punchy enough, so I can come here, add it, and then I can go to pattern 2. Since this is just for the kick, I can put this one down, or I can take it up. So here, like this. So let's play the kick. I prefer playing the kick by recording, so I'll show you guys that method. Now we can come on pattern 2, and then we click this on the kick, then we open our piano roll, and 1 2 3 go. Okay, now we have the bounce. I played this on my keyboard. You can see here it's not quantized. So what we're going to do is we're going to press Command Q or Control Q to quantize everything. Quantization means like we are trying to make it stay fixed on the bar on each line here. Okay. Hey. So since it's going to start from here, we can just copy this and paste here. You can make everything unique in the bounce. Let's say you can add one more here so it can be different from this side. So we can add double kick here to make it different. No. Okay. Yeah. So now we have our bounce already coming to life. We can now add some hi-hats. So let's find a good hi-hat. Okay. So we are going to use the open hats first, just to give it spice. Then we create our pattern 3, and here we can leave it here, and then we can easily just open the piano roll. We just need a psst. Yeah, so we can put it here. Yeah, I like it. Then we can find a closed hat and put it underneath. Then we can play some other stuff. So we can put it here. Psst. So I need the same sound, but it needs to be like, it needs to roll. So we can mark this one by holding Command or Control with our mouse, then hold Option U to chop it off. Okay, so we have to listen to it again to see how it ends up. Yeah. Now our bounce is coming to life little by little. This is for Afro swing. Now whatever you add as extra, let's say for percussions like conga, that's all left to you depending on what you want to achieve. So if you want to have a boom, we can now add our percussion pattern 4, and we can now come here and play. Conga does not have to be on C5, it can be on anything. Okay, I like this one. Okay. Yeah. Hey. So I just need one of that. So that's for this one. I'm going to be saving this one as idea 1, and I'll leave it for you guys to download in the description. Let's say idea 1. I'll save it as zip so everything will be inside. You can rehearse at your spare time and do whatever you like. Now make another Afrobeat bounce so you guys can have a hang of what this is. Now for this one, I'm going to be making a Rema, Victoni and CKay or AV type drum. So for that, we are going to do 106. Okay. So we need something like so we need to find a sample that might play something like that. Let's see. Let me see. I need to look. No. We need to scout through, look for sounds that are going to fit our narrative. Okay, I like this. So we can come here and drag this one and drop. So this is on 95, but since our beat is on 106, we can fit the tempo. Okay, then pause this one. And then so we need to make it a little bit dark so it can fit the narrative of what we want. We need it to be danceable. Baby tonight, tell me never. Okay, so for this we are going to use our closed hats to start the concept. I need it to be like a bouncy drum, which is going to be like. So here we mark it, and then we can start playing our bounce. Now just pay close attention because this is going to be very easy and fun to make. So we can increase our velocity and play. So Okay, we can either do this one or we can do this one. Okay, I like this, so we can mark and shift. There's another method. You can either hold your shift and drag it out, or there are so many other things you can do. So, but this is not loud enough, so I'll use the same method I showed you guys the other time. I'm going to find a rim, yeah, like this one, and open, then paste. Okay, so for this, we need to have some kind of shaker of any sort. So I'll look for a shaker and add it. Okay, no, this is the outdated 102 shaker. Okay, I like this one. This is like a maracas. So we fit to tempo, and you see the bounce is coming to life. Hey. So we find more instruments to just back it up. Okay, so here we have this one. We can add this to our bounce and then play around with it. Maybe just bring it here. Yeah. Can reduce the volume. So we find the snare. Like, I like this one. We can still add it, layer everything together. So we find a kick, a soft kick, very soft kick, like it doesn't exist. So we create a new pattern and then we play them together. So this is going to be a continuous kick, like boom, 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 boom. You can see, very easy. But we will spice it with time and just make it more constructed. So if I'm playing this on a real drum, I have to emulate double kicks. So we can add double kicks here. So we add another one here. Oh no, let's take it here. So it can be different after the second one, then it will change. Hey, baby, you know I cannot do without you. So we have other instruments too, like bango. We can play around with bangos. Let's create a percussive pattern. And there's something you can also do. You can rename your pattern to anything. Let's name it percussion. Okay. So our percussive pattern. We already have this one. We can add our bango. Okay, so I can put this one here. Hey. Okay, so we can add this, and add this. Then we have boom. Okay, so we can add this one here. Yeah. Hey. So we can add this one to the second part here. So I need a tum tum at the end of this one. Hey. So don't forget we have hi-hats too. These are all connected in a way, so it's easy for you to just think of it. Make it look and feel like a real drum bounce. Yeah. So we can replicate this one here. Now to make it spicy, we can just mark everything by holding shift, and we come here and press random color. Now this looks great. We can copy it and press Command B to replicate it all over. And you can see here, we already have a drum bounce. So I'll name it Idea 2. And you guys can have it to study and rehearse and just think about how drum bounces work. Now, Referencing this drum bounce is something that I'm going to be making a video on, so you can just extensively know how every single individual track works and how you can extract, how you can merge, manipulate, and do amazing stuff. But for this tutorial, I was going to show you guys how the Afro swing worked and how you can make drum bounces easily by coming up with the main patterns, the main things that make up an Afrobeat hit song. Now, I'll show you the idea 3, and then we just wrap it up. We wait for the next part of the video where I'll be showing you guys how to mix the drums and how to do all that stuff. But for now, let's make the third one, which is going to be a party groove. Let's say at around 1:15. So this is a faster one. So here we find any snare or something that is sharp that sounds good. We are going to do this. So it's almost the same with the one we did just now, but the difference is this one is going to be faster. So now that we have this one, we can easily just come up with the other part of the beat, which is the kick. Yeah, I like this kick. Don't forget, I'll be dropping this for you guys to download, so you can just rehearse and check what you want to do with it. And then we'll find the melody. This one, we don't even need to find the melody. It is very easy to comprehend by listening to it. So I can copy this and paste. And now that we have the 4 bar of this, we can easily just add a shaker. There's a secret shaker that I'm going to be giving you guys in this file. So please make sure you protect it with all your heart, because it means a lot to me. And this shaker is from Micah. Big shout out to Micah. So this now sounds like this. Hey, there are so many songs that go with this bounce. There are lots and lots of songs, your favorite songs that go with this bounce. So let's find the loop. Okay, so I can drop this. We can fit it tempo, then we hear what it sounds like. Hey. But that's not enough. We need to add and layer more stuff just to make this one stand out. So we can come here, copy this, and paste. Now, layering is a very good technique in making drum bounces because it allows you add multiple layers of stuff and it will sound full and like very thick. Yeah, I like this rim. So what remains here is still the percussions. I don't want this one, so I can use this one. So we add this one here. So I'll find the rim and increase the main one. I want to be loud. I can increase the velocity. Punchy. So here we have to like be creative around the kick. So we can just double this one. Hey. So with these 3 bounces, basically you can switch, play, swap, and do amazing stuff. You don't need to learn all the bounces in Africa or in the world to know how to make Afro beats. These are the 3 ones: the Afrobeat, the Afro swing, the Afro pop, and then this last one is the banga sauce. I mean, you can use this to make amapiano. You can switch it to whatever you want. All you need to do is just change the shaker, and then the groove will just automatically switch. Then for some of you that like using loops, you can easily layer another loop with this to get more depth. But it's just all about your creativity and how flexible you can get, how you can just come up with the most creative stuff all in one place once you listen to the vibe and once you think about it in your brain. So this is the part 1 of this. I'm going to be making more videos to let you guys know about the bounces, but for now, take this home, rehearse, download the files in the link in the description, and also subscribe. I'm your boy Hitsound. Until next time, keep making amazing bangers. Let's get it.